Japan has upgraded the severity rating at the paralyzed Fukushima nuclear plant to 7, a level only ever previously assigned to the Chernobyl disaster. Officials say it's been raised because high radiation has been recorded in the air, ocean and tap water. But Japan's nuclear safety agency is still reluctant to compare the dangers to what happened at Chernobyl, saying the radiation leak is still smaller. Well, earlier, a powerful aftershock shook eastern Japan. It came exactly a month after a devastating earthquake and tsunami hit the country, killing more than 13,000 people. Robert Jacobs from the Hiroshima Peace Institute believes the authorities have been keeping the official severity rating at Fukushima lower to avoid panic.
The danger is extremely severe right now, and one of the problems is that the level of danger and severity is still uncertain and unknown. You still have 3 plants with the cores in partial meltdown. You have a 4th plant with the spent fuel pond giving off quite a bit of radiation. And at this point, there is no clear path towards resolving and ending this situation. So it's remains extremely dangerous because we could end up with a complete meltdown of several of the reactors, or we could end up with just an ongoing release of radiation for a few months. That would be the good scenario at this point. I think that from the start, the Japanese government has been very conscious of trying to make it appear as though this incident is smaller than Chernobyl. They've kept the evacuation zone to that smaller than that of Chernobyl. They tried to keep the number lower than that of Chernobyl, and I think that had largely to do with public perceptions. But ultimately, because the situation was not controllable and events forced the world to see quite obviously that a lot of radiation was entering the environment, so the Japanese government was no longer able to contain this with public relations efforts. I believe that it's entirely public relations reasons that did not raise the level. I think that when they raised the level to a 5, which is equivalent of the 3 Mile Island accident in the United States, it was clearly already at a 7. But by the time they even raised it to 5, there was an extremely large entrance of radiation into the environment at Fukushima.